The question I have chosen is how can you tell whether a garden plant is a monocot or a diocot? The year level I feel best accompanies this question is Year 3, and the content descriptor is living things can be grouped on the basis of observable features and can be distinguished from non-living things. This is my student, and I will be explaining to them the difference between a monocot and a diocot and how they can find these flowers in their garden just by looking at a few simple features. First off, a monocot flower. It is a one-seeded leaf. These flowering plants have leaves with parallel veins along them, so they run parallel to each other, and the petals come in groups of 3. The root system is called a fibrous root system. A diocot, on the other hand, is a 2-seeded leaf. A diocot flower will have leaves with net vein on them, meaning there is no real pattern from them, and they stem from an actual vein stem, and then they come off that vein stem. And the root system is called a taproot system, and the petal comes in groups of 4 or 5. A monocot flower has the seed has one monocotyledon inside of it, just there. Whereas a diocot have 2 dicotyledon seed inside of the seed, just like this, 2 dicotyledons inside. 75% of the world's flower population is diocot, whereas only 23% are monocots. The other 2% don't fall into either classification, as there is no distinguishing feature of them that fall into these 2 categories. Do you have any questions or comments?
So monocot leaf veins do not stem from a middle vein like a diocot?
No, a monocot's flowers veins run parallel to each other, so they just all run like this along the actual leaf vein. There is no stem that supports these leaf veins.
So which one are you more likely to find in your garden?
You are more likely to find a diocot flower in your garden. You have flowers such as the rose, the daisy, the sweet pea or the marigold, and these are the flowers that are more commonly found in today's gardens.
So can you tell me the difference between the roots?
There is no main central root on a monocot, whereas on a diocot, one main central root has the one root with little roots coming from the actual singular root. Now, to check your understandings, I'm going to show you this plant, and you're going to tell me whether it's a monocot or diocot after answering a few questions. Can you please tell me how many petals are on this flower?
5.
There are 5 petals on this flower. Can you please tell me on this leaf if it's a net vein leaf or is it parallel running veins?
A net vein, because it has a central stem. The veins come from the central stem.
So the central stem here, and it has the net veins running off it. Now with the root system, can you please tell me, is it a central stem or is it a messy looking stem?
A central stem, because it has the central stem there and the roots coming from that.
Yes. So this plant, after distinguishing where we have the 5 petals, we have the veins coming from the net veins coming off that from the central stem, and then we have the singular tap root system right here. So we can say that this is a diocot. So the difference between the diocot and the monocot: the diocot has the leaves. It has the five leaves, 5 petals. So if it was a monocot, it would only have 3 leaves, groups of 3 leaves, so 6. If it was a monocot, it would have the parallel running lines, whether it's got the central stem of the vein, and then the veins come from the actual stem vein. And then the root system here has the tap root system with singular root with little roots coming from it. And this is the end time.